What is up, Pokefans? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and welcome to Season 7, where we hit the Master Rank ladder, playing 100 games using a team that we built from scratch. Now, there hasn't been major changes to the team since the last video, although there is a couple of things that I would like to do later on, but I'm still thinking about the numbers and all of that. One thing that is for sure, I'm probably going to be changing back Fluttermane and Chien-Pao to be their faster variants and not really focus on attacking, only because of the fact that if the whole strat between Fluttermane and Garchomp is to have Torkoal out on the field so they get their photosynthesis buff, I need to be able to still be on the attacking side of things. I still need to be able to apply pressure, and it might just because of the fact that I am not as equipped of dealing with people that are not in Tailwind. But we will be making some changes to the team probably next week. We'll give our 5 matches today a go around to see what really happens. Maybe I just been piloting the team wrong, but we will do our best to get out on the other side of this adventure. Now, with that being said, we'll go ahead and get started with our matches for today, and let's see how we do. All right, our first match is up and ready to go. We've got Pelipper, Dragonite, Drednaw, Goldengo, Tinkaton, and Wu-Chen. Okay, so Drednaw, Pokemon on the 3rd row. He's gonna most likely have Swift Swim, because otherwise why would you have Pelipper in the team besides to set up Tailwind? We've got Tinkaton that knows Fake Out, so whatever I do, I need to plan for that accordingly. Wu-Chen's mostly bulky Pokemon that use setup moves like Leech Seed, and can also use Snarl to lower down other people's attacks. So Torkoal, Fluttermane, and Jumpluff are going to be in the crosshairs for that. Goldengo especially is going to be really interesting to play with. He's been using for like leftovers and stuff and like Nasty Plot, so we'll see how that goes as well. We'll go in with our Torkoal Jumpluff. That way we can 1, set it for the weather, and 2, take care of according Pokemon. We'll also bring in Great Tusk and Gyarados. We're gonna leave Fluttermane in the back because while we do see Dragonite that could be Terra normal, maybe Terra flying, we do have answers for both of that in Great Tusk. So let's see, Tinkaton and Wu-Chen. So our Fake Out user and our standard user to get everything set up. Okay, so you most likely will see Tinkaton use Fake Out on Jumpluff because they don't want anything to happen to Wu-Chen. But we're going to go ahead and protect with Torkoal, Tailwind, because since Wu-Chen's on the field, we cannot use Sleep Powder on it. So after the first turn, we'll know where everything's going to go. But Tinkaton right now is out of its element. We're going to protect. Here comes the Fake Out. It was on the Torkoal to prevent me from using Eruption right off the bat. We'll go ahead and use Tailwind. Now I can't be Leech Seeded, but Ruination will come in. All right, so we ruined we ruined the opportunity for Tinkaton to use anything. So we're gonna go ahead and get set up with the Eruption, and we'll go ahead and we'll set up for U-turn, so we get good recall on that Pokemon. So Wu-Chen goes back, comes out with Pelipper. It's totally fine. Damage has been done at this point. U-turn comes in. It's the Pelipper. Now we'll swap in for the Great Tusk. Play Rough will go into the Great Tusk, which will do a considerable amount of damage, but it was called for. Here comes the Eruption, though. Oh, and that's not good. The Eruption is not good, but now we're going to Helping Hand the Great Tusk, and we're going to go ahead and set up with the Rock Slide. Hopefully we'll start getting flinches now. because my team's under Tailwind. So even though that Torkoal right now is the slowest Pokemon in the field, my man Great Tusk is not. He is by far the fastest thing on the field because we have him with Choice Scarf. So I think he's sitting at 200 something without Tailwind. All right, so it Terras the Tickaton to Flying. Oof, terrible choice. They're probably thinking we would go into the rocks or the Earthquake here, which would be a decent strategy, but I'm going with the Helping Hand, Rock Slide. So this will do a lot of damage. Almost knocks out the Tickaton, but it will stay strong. We'll play rough into that slot, and we'll take down the Great Tusk. Which leaves Pelipper to use Hurricane on the Torkoal, which will do quite a bit of damage, unfortunately. All right. So now we'll sweep in with the Jumpluff, which Tailwind is still active. Chlorophyll is not, but we'll now switch Torkoal out to bring in Gyarados, and I will now Sleep Powder the Pelipper. Tickaton is still remaining on the field, so it cannot use Fake Out. But we do have... Oh, it's swapped out to Pelipper to bring out Dragonite. So probably Lumberry, if not Choice Item. We'll see. But it's a good thing that they swapped out the Pelipper because I did swap out Gyarados. So -1 on attack for both of them. Oh, Teppo prevents it from lowering its stats. Sleep Powder will go into Dragonite, but it will miss. Gigaton Hammer into that slot. Jumpluff is down. And Tailwind's gone. Torkoal now comes back out. Drought is now a thing for a turn, because I believe he's going to swap out now. But we're going to go ahead and get Tickaton out of here, and I'm going to go ahead and protect Torkoal. He's got to switch out. He's probably going to swap out Tickaton now. Yep. And here comes the Pelipper. Yep. So reset the weather. Just totally fine. I'm gonna protect though. Now, Extreme Speed from Dragonite. Nope, Waterfall go right into the Pelipper, which will not knock it out. Oh my god, so many. But Thunder will definitely hit the Gyarados ×4 because Flying and Water. Kind of hard to ignore. And that goes this match. We are out of here. I think it's very apparent that I do not know how to pilot this team. Even though I've done so much pre-calc, there's just no way that I could pilot it correctly. Alrighty, our second match is ready to go. We've got Kilowattrel, Tyranitar, Dragonite, Iron Moth, Quagsire, Clodsire, I think his name is, and Screamtail. Oof, okay. So how do I navigate this team? It's going to be very, very interesting to go from here. I mean, it might be beneficial to bring in Qianpao. I mean, Iron Moth is pretty fast. Kilowattrel is also pretty fast, but it's really, really weak. So most likely it'll have Focus Sash. But T-Tar is going to set the weather, and I don't really want to have that weather set. So I think we'll walk in with Torkoal, Fluttermane, have Jumpluff in the back, and Gyarados. I do see a lot of physical attackers there, so Intimidate might be a huge thing here, but we'll see what happens. Screamtail is also one that is really off-putting, but Clodsire, I believe, absorbs water attacks, so I do have to be careful not to have Gyarados out there the same time that Clodsire is, because I only have one attack. I mean, I could Thunder Wave, which is going to be a bigger benefit, but we'll see. Okay, Iron Moth and T-Tar. T-Tar is going to get his weather off first. Oh, he is a nerve. Okay. Interesting. Okay. No Quark Drive. Should I do the Helping Hand? I mean, it works, right? Yeah, let's do it. Not very effective against, you know, the Iron Moth, but we'll do the Helping Hand Terra. Let's try it. I mean, we could, like, Moonblast into the T-Tar slot, but I don't really know. Building for Fluttermane is really interesting. I found out a set to where it will survive all of Ting Lu's heavy slams. So it'll live with like 4% left, but as soon as it gets hit with more than 4%, it's like donezo. But I found out to where I can make it a 2 or 3 hit KO with Reflect. So we might be using that build for next season. I'm not 100% sure though. But we're going to go up with the Dazzling Gleam Helping Hand combo, and it goes right into the bull slot, and we'll knock out the T-Tar and do 2/3 against the Iron Moth. And Iron Moth will use Sludge Wave. Good read. Will automatically knock out the Fluttermane because mine is incredibly frail. And we'll go ahead and bring out the Gyarados now. Sludge Wave is definitely one of the moves that you want to watch out for. Not a lot of Pokemon use it right now, but Alolan Muck is going to be coming out, so it's going to be when it really shines. Oof, okay. So let's go into the Protect here. And we're gonna Thunder Wave there. I mean, we could taunt Kilowattrel. I think he's gonna have Tailwind, but Iron Moth has also been known to have Tailwind. But with just that exchange, I'm led to believe that it doesn't have it. I mean, not being able to eat berries was kind of like a clutch thing, but that Sludge Wave though. It might be spec'd depending on what it does next. If it only does Sludge Wave, then I know that it's spec'd. I mean, it could also be another choice item, but we'll find out. Kilowattrel will protect. Torkoal will also protect. Sludge Wave from Iron Moth. Will be dodged by both Kilowattrel and Torkoal. Won't do a whole lot of damage to Gyarados, but here comes the Thunder Wave. This will half its speed. Now we're gonna go ahead and just start up with the Heat Wave. And yeah, we'll do that. Tailwind, good. Sludge Wave right after that. We'll take down both. The crit of all things. And Voltaren will hang on due to Focus Sash. Oh, that sucks. The 1 versus 3. And there's not a whole lot that I could do. Yep, we're out of this one. It's 0 and 2. All right, match number 3 is up. We've got Garganacl, Skeledirge, Iron Hands, Meowscarada, King Gambit, and Amoonguss. Okay, so one thing's for sure, we should not bring in Gyarados. Like, yeah, we do have problems with not only Garganacl, but King Gambit, but it's because of King Gambit is why we cannot bring Gyarados. Because if he's got Defiant, he's going to be really, really tough to deal with. So, Skeledirge. We'll bring in Jumpluff and Great Tusk, Chienpo, and we'll bring in Fluttermane for the last. I feel confident in this team comp. Let's see what happens. It seems like if I want to continue using Tailwind as a core mechanic, I need to find someone that's probably better. And obviously Talonflame comes to mind just because of the fact that I've had a lot of practice with him. But we got Amoonguss and Skeledirge, both shinies, good going. Great Tusk and Jumpluff is what I brought. So I'm gonna go ahead and Sleep Powder the Skeledirge. Right? Yes. And I'm gonna go ahead and then which one does more? We'll get set up with Earthquake. Great Tusk now does Earthquake, doesn't affect Jumpluff. Will not get the KO on Skeledirge, but gets pretty close, even with the crits. Here's Weakness Policy. And Sleep Powder into this now sleeping Weakness Policy Skeledirge. Unfortunately, I can't do anything to the Amoonguss, but it's the best that I could do for now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use U-turn on that Pokemon, and we're gonna go ahead and just click Earthquake again. I have to do one turn of sleep, so that's guaranteed. But I think I'm gonna take down Skeledirge this turn. I don't? Did I literally do 1 HP worth of damage? Like, bro, that sucks. All right, we'll come in with the Fluttermane next. Skeledirge is asleep. And are you gonna sport? No, Pollen Puff. Good call. Shadow Ball into the sleeping Skeledirge, and I'm locked into Earthquake, unfortunately. So, Earthquake. Okay, you're gonna tear the Skeledirge to Fairy. Cool. Removes its weakness to Shadow Ball, but it doesn't really make it resistant either. You're just kind of... Oh, that was Protect. But you don't become resistant to this, so here you go. Have a spec'd out, really good attack, you know, Fluttermane. But now you're gonna put him asleep, put her to sleep due to Spore. Fluttermane will just take a nap for a while. And Meowscarada now comes out. Okay. Let's watch out to you, and I'm gonna Earthquake again. Having 2 Pokemon asleep on the field is like a death sentence, so we'll swap it out to be a Pokemon that they can't sleep, but now Earthquake is now active, so here it goes. Whew. Flower Trick. It's an auto crit, never misses, considerable amount of damage. But now we're kind of at a stalemate. Now I'm going to Pollen Puff my own Pokemon. So he has to remain asleep. But actually, I'm going to swap out to Chienpo. Oh man, I should not have done that. Should have pollen. Oh, oh well. Can't do anything about it now. Chien-Pao, come on out. Have some fun. Rage powder. Okay, that should direct. Nope. It won't. Well, there goes Covert Cloak. Hey, have one of these. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just activate that. And Sacred Sword. The Amoonguss is probably going to have us direct into that anyway. Yep, here it goes with the Rage Powder. Totally fine with that. Here comes the Ice Spinner. Right into that slot. Ah, hurt by Rocky Helmet, which takes down the Sash. U-turn. Does not take it out, but gets pretty close. I thought I was going to get severely punished, but that's not the Protean, that's the Overgrow one. Garganackle comes out next. Shiny. Good going. And here's Tailwind. Scrata now comes out. It's also shiny. Okay. Might be beneficial to Pollen Puff the Chien-Pao, but I think it's even better to sleep the Garganackle. It's most likely going to have a recovery move, so I would much rather just not have to deal with that. Mascara will protect, so the Ice Spinner won't do nothing. That goes into that slot. Tailwind is still up, so that's good. Sleep Powder does not land on the Garganackle. Oh, that's right. Purifying Salt doesn't allow it to be affected by that. I completely forgot. Ugh. Well, it's not like I could have done anything there anyway, unfortunately. Purifying Salt prevents status effects too. Ugh. So rough. Now my last two Pokemon are still asleep, but now I get to choose what I want. Or both. And I'm going to Terra Fire. We're going to Close Combat the Garganackle. And I'm going to Dazzling Gleam the field. See if they wake up. Garganackle, you are kind of a problem. Not. You are, but not really. And you are on this predicament, but we'll see. Great Tusk is asleep. Fluttermane is also asleep. Flower Trick. Into the Fluttermane. Critical hit. 1 KO. 1 hit. And Saltpeter. Oh. That's the game. Their own 3. Oof. Not so good for Team Me. Okay, next match is up. We've got Umbreon, Gastrodon, regular Tauros, okay, Skeledirge, Fluttermane, and Magnezone. All right, this is a weird assortment of teams here. Okay, so we do have a couple of dark types in there, so probably Chien-Pao would probably be the best one to bring in. I think bringing in Great Tusk and Chien-Pao would be a good opener. Maybe Torkoal for the Magnezone and Fluttermane, and we'll leave Jumpluff and Gyarados in the back. It's probably like the wrong decision, but I think this is like the best one that I can possibly do right now. We'll see. Umbreon and Skeledirge. Okie dokie. So, we're going to go ahead and get you started off with Earthquake. Let's see. Trying to find a move that's really beneficial for everything. Yeah, we'll get you started off with Earthquake, and we will Terra Fighting into Umbreon. Umbreon gets retreated to bring out Fluttermane. That's a good switch in because I was not predicting that. And you got booster energy, and your speed was heightened. Ugh, that's probably like a terrible decision for you though. I'm not 100% sure about that one, folks, but that one may not be like the correct answer to click on. Because now we're gonna do a Earthquake where Champao isn't affected, but everything on that side of the field is. And there goes everyone except for Skeledirge, but guess... Oh no. Apparently it was in my favor. I hate those. I hate those so much. Alrighty, our fifth and final match of the day is ready to go. We've got Palafin, Wu-Chen, Gothitelle, Arcanine, Amoonguss, and Glimmora. Very interesting build here for sure. So I think, Shadow Tag is something that we should probably consider first and foremost. But I think if we go in with our last open that we had, it looked like it was a really good open. We never really got to see it like flourish, but we're going to give it a try. We're also going to bring in Torkoal and Fluttermane as well. I think that's the best choice that we've got to get everything going, honestly. We don't really have to worry about Tailwind, but there isn't a whole lot in this team that could set us back. But again, I've been proven wrong many a time. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we grab the W's from here and see what we can do. Okie dokie. They send out Gothitelle and Glimmora, both shinies. Now bring out Champao and Great Tusk. Okay, so Great Tusk is looking to be the best option for most of these guys. No close combat, but we'll do the Earthquake. We'll also tear out again and Sucker Punch into Gothitelle. We're not. We'll do the Ice Spinner. We'll do the safer option and Ice Spinner. Oh, please tell me that it accepted my Terra. Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be really, really mad. Okay, so Glimmora goes to Terra Fairy, which is the direct counter to... Oh no, it didn't take my Terra. Oh no. I mean, Champao isn't gonna die, but still. I mean, I can't do anything with the flinch, but that's really annoying. That is super annoying. All right, let's bring in Fluttermane. And we're gonna swap out Great Tusk to bring in the Torkoal. Oh, I can't. His Shadow Tag. Right. Yeah, why not? I mean, like, we already made a misplay with Drew Gothitelle, so now we can swap, but that's cool because we've already misplayed. Here comes the Arcanine to lower down our attack, which isn't going to do a whole lot now because we pretty much screwed ourselves over. See, that should have happened last turn, but it wouldn't have prevented a lot of the damage, but like, I would have gotten faked out. That's fine. But I was hit with the Earthquake. And that hurts, like a lot. Here comes the Dazzling Gleam. Which will knock out the Glimora, but not the Arcanine. Here comes Gothitelle. Yep. Guess it puts a lot of pressure on the team that I have. Here comes Earthquake, but Arcanine can easily kill it with a simple Extreme Speed. If it has it, probably doesn't. Here comes Fake Out again, though. Stops the Arcanine. Extreme Speed shuts down my entire side of the field. Oh, man. I do not know how to do this team. I don't. Nothing I do seems to make any sense. But, again, this is a huge learning thing. So, yeah, I am salty at the moment, but it's not because of the fact that my team is doing bad. It's just I don't know how to pilot it enough to where it would make sense to use it anywhere else. So that's it. We'll go ahead and do the Heat Wave and Dazzle Gleam. Arcanine can use Extreme Speed to knock out my Flutter Mane, but it doesn't really do anything for the Torkoal. And they're probably assuming that I'm going to use Eruption. So that was called. But what are they going to do about the Torkoal now? It's not doing Eruption, but it will do a lot of damage. Gothitelle will Heal Pulse. The Arcanine to heal it back up to half. Heat Wave. Brings Gothitelle to its Sash. Not Sash. Deep Berry. And now my timer starts. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of things with this team. I do have something sorted out for tomorrow being released for Pokemon, but I think I am going to take that time to not record, but instead do more team building, because the performance that I'm getting right now isn't that great. So we'll see. Heat Wave. I mean, honestly, we should have ran this Arcanines, get us Snarls down to where we do literally nothing. And Gothitelle can now finally attack. But we are poisoned. We're missing Gothitelle every hit now. Oh, we're done. Okay, cool. So 1 and 4. Oof. Oof. Okay. 1 and 4. So 1 on 3. Ugh. That's like regionals all over again. Yeah, there was nothing I could have done there. All right, ladies and gents, we're at the end of the video where we now discuss what happens after the 5 matches and try to see how we can reflect on maybe making the team better. I won't lie to you, that was hard. Obviously, I do not know how to pilot the team effectively to where it makes it a little bit beneficial, even though that I've been working on this team for a very long time. But obviously, now that I have had like a lot of practice, we're 40 games in using the team, we're constantly changing it, and we will constantly change it even now. But now I need to reflect on, okay, who's been knocking out my Pokemon? Why haven't I been making like the correct switches? What am I not seeing to make this team officially better than what it should, right? So in regards to that, obviously the team that I wanted to bring was the hyper offensive Tailwind team that uses Torkoal as kind of like the Sun core. But in any other aspect, even like the slow team, trick room team, I'm losing to that. So I'm obviously doing something wrong with how I pilot the team. I don't think the Pokemon are at fault here. I think I am the one that does it. So I think the next video that you guys will see, I did have one sorted for Saturday. I think we're gonna cancel that one and push it to Monday, just because I want to take the weekend to really fine tune the Pokemon, calc a couple of new things that I never thought I would calc before, change a bunch of different things. So hopefully when you guys see the newest season 7 grind, almost the entire team should have changes to where it makes sense, right? And that's what I really want to focus on. So in that regard, we will be making changes to the team. I don't think we'll be replacing anybody. I really want to right now, but only because of the fact that obviously I don't know how to pilot this team. It's different than season 6's team for sure. And I bet you I could make season 6 teams better to actually play in season 7. But I don't think that's the best case scenario here. I think that is just not really accepting the fact that I took up a team and I want to hit master rank with said team. I don't want to be able to do that with this 6. The last resort is to switch people, but if I have to, I will. But in regards to everything, a couple of things that I noticed today. Even though that the choice items are really, really good at what they do, being locked into one attack is terrible. When you're checking out other Pokemon types and seeing what damage they take, and if you Terra before that, go into an attack, switch back out, it doesn't automatically keep the Terra. That's kind of on me, but the game should have been like, oh, well, he clicked Terra, there's that. It's kind of stupid, but most of it is on me and user error. The typing that I do have, even though that it is well versed, it's not being able to live long enough for me to take advantage of all of that. And even though I have Thunder Wave and Sleep Powder, both of them do have a 75% hit rate. So I'm just kind of left in a place of like not being able to do anything. And I'm also trying to figure out why Jump Bluff, even though that it has a lot of HP, it's still not living to stuff. So I will probably go back through and look at the calcs and see what I can do to make her live through a lot of different things and see what I could come up with in regards to her. So by Monday, you guys should see a completely brand new EV sets, maybe move sets, maybe item sets, natures. It's almost like building the team from ground up again and then just making the best decisions as we can. So that's what I'm feeling. If that's what you guys agree with, let me know down in the comments down below. Or if you guys just have any other changes that you would like to suggest, maybe as I'm building the team this weekend, that would be very appreciative. But as for everything else, I'm done with today's video, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Again, leave a comment down below and subscribe for more. I will be seeing you guys on Monday for more Pokemon Season 7 ranked battles, as I'm now going to be taking some time to rebuild the team, and I will also be taking some time out to gather up the Pokédex for Pokemon Arceus and then Pearl. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. I'll record whatever I'm currently doing with them at the time, and I'll just throw them up on the channel. That way you guys can see the progress of what we're doing right now. So there's that. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.